America, women have it pretty sweet. They can apply for some dope jobs, they can try to be president, and they have more Zumba classes than our ancestors could have imagined. But believe it or not, women haven't always had such a rockin' time, even when they came to the land of the free. Today, we hear the stories of the brave men who stuck up for these ladies, who really got the door open for them because they couldn't get it open themselves. From your mom to that serious girl in the office with the sexy librarian look. Strap on, muchachos. It's time to get Bona Fide. Welcome to Bona Fide, your source on the World Wide Web for the bonus lessons for most truly fide professionals in the world today. I'm your host, Lincoln JFK Washington. Today's episode is wicked close to my heart. We're talking about women problems, and I have a couple women in my family. Mom and Chelsea, I love you. Here at Bona Fide today, we have respected historian, Mr. Roger Westbrook.
Pleasure as always.
And we have the one and only historian, Mr. Nolan Erudite.
Honored to be here.
And to help keep this panel pretty, we got little Miss Lindsay. So let's get it started with some serious questions. Who are some women that inspire you?
I can kick this one off. A personal hero of mine would have to be my wife, Glenda. Now, after all day, where she does all of the cleaning, all of the mopping of the floors, all of the cooking and preparing of the food, and all of the laundry that she does a hell of a lot better than I can ever do, okay? She will spend most of the night making these absolutely adorable little American flag lapel pins. Now, sometimes she will spend all night long making these pins. Now, she claims it's because she can't sleep, but I think it's because she loves this country so damn much. All right? I will oftentimes wake up in the morning after 8 to 9 hours of excellent REM sleep, well rested, and I will find her huddled in the corner of our home, tears streaming down her face because of how much she loves this nation. Her fingers will be bloody and broken, and the amount of wine that this woman drinks, you would not believe. But God damn it, if these pins don't come out perfect every single time. She's an American hero in my book. A modern day, woman who sewed the American flag.
And this woman, this Glenda Westbrook, with her tears of joy, crying for more in the midnight hour. She wants more lapel pins, more freedom for women.
Hell yeah.
Dope. So let's get down to the nitty gritty of woman problems. They couldn't vote, right?
Well, yes. Now, this all started right at the beginning of the founding of this nation. Now, our founding fathers felt that if you didn't own a home or any property in America, then they didn't know, whether or not you were going to stay here for very long. Maybe you wanted to move away. How were they supposed to keep track of all this, right? So they made a very easy, simple rule. If you didn't own a house, you couldn't vote. If you had a house, you could vote, right? No house, no vote.
Yeah, if you want to vote so bad, just buy a house. Don't be lazy, right?
That's right. Now, back then, most of the homes, yes, they were owned by men, okay? Now, occasionally a woman won't own a house, due usually to the death of a man. Now, in those cases, the founding fathers felt, now why complicate things by throwing some women in there that own homes, some women don't own homes, which ones can vote? So they basically said, no, all women. All right, no, all women. Now, how easy is that? Am I right? All right. And that's not even to mention the glaring issue, the big red gorilla in the room, that is periods. All right. Could you imagine a woman on her period in a voting booth? Well, now that just sounds dangerous.
Actually.
Well, so the founding fathers were just being super chill, and they were like, let's keep the voting booth laid back, keep it cool, right?
Well, yeah, let's not forget the glaring monster here in the room. I mean, the period. You want to talk about instability, unstable moods, unstable country. You know what I mean? As red as the wine that Glenda loves so much. As dark as the chocolate that she probably craves. That's usually what they crave on the period.
So, what about jobs? Like, could they work?
Oh, sure, women were working the entire history of the country.
What?
They had plenty of jobs back then. A lot of them were barmaids. They were housemaids. They were stable maids. They were maids for the President of the United States of America.
Sounds like they had it pretty made.
Big ups to the ladies who paved the way in the mating industry, right?
So anyways, things were going pretty smooth for the first 100 years or so. Sure. Smooth sailing, right? And then right around the turn of the century, something big happened, a big change. A lot of this was due to one brave and noble man who invented my doll. Right? So now, all of a sudden, women started feeling pretty good, right? Started thinking, hey, we can have a little fun. We're feeling good. We'll go out and shit, you know? And so chivalrous men, they were like, hey, we're not going to stand in the way of that. You want to go out? Feel the town out? That's fine with us. You want to vote? Let's vote. So now women could vote, men could vote. Everyone was voting, all right? And women could still get jobs like they always could.
What?
And even today, women can get a job where they can make up to 70% of what a man makes doing that exact same job. So,
Cha-ching! Yo, when is this My Doll guy's birthday? We gotta have another 3-day weekend in here, right?
that's exactly my point, and the whole point of this whole story is that we do not do enough in this nation to celebrate the brave and noble men who got all these rights for all these women.
Literally no greater gift to equality than this. You know, I mean, the powers that be need to honor these men, these brave men that have paved the way for this, you know, and penetrated injustice and helped to prove that women should still get pleasure even when they're experiencing their women problems.
Dope words. I could not think of a better way to end this show. That's it for us, you guys. Until next time, you have been Bona Fide.
What?